You got to check out this great app. It's called FotMob. And FotMob is something that I started using a while ago just to track the status of various teams. So you can see on the left-hand side here, there's a column that lists out all the different championships, the different teams, the games that are going on, and then the score. So like we're in the 7th minute of this game here, Swope Park Rangers versus Tampa Bay Rowdies. We're in the 38th minute of Orlando City versus Philadelphia Union, and so on and so forth. And you can go to whatever league you're most interested in and find out what the scores are in the games. But then if you click on the game, like right now, I just clicked on this Brazil versus Peru game, and it gives you another column here on the right-hand side, and it allows you to go in and check out, like here we have match facts. So this is the stuff that's going on at the moment, and you can see that Gabriel Jesus got a yellow card at the 30-minute mark, and Renato Tapia got a yellow card at the 50-minute mark, and that we've added 3 minutes to the game. And you can kind of scroll down and see, play by play exactly what's been going on in this particular match. But the thing that's really cool, besides this, is you can not only deep dive. So check this out. The lineup, I can deep dive into the lineup. I can see the player scores for each player. And if you click on each player, it'll tell you what the pass completion rates are, key passes, how many assists they've had, successful dribbles, so on and so forth, for every single player you're most interested in. And it'll tell you who, I should say, it'll tell you who the player of the match was. And so you can follow your favorite players this way. There's also this head-to-head tab, which gives you sort of a historical record of the games that Brazil's played, in this case, because we're looking at Brazil and we're looking at Peru. So the different games that Brazil and Peru have played, and you can see the dates that they played them and then what the scores were, so you can get some idea of historical precedence. You can look at stats, which gives you the stats of the current game. So here I'm looking at the game that's going on right now, that's Brazil versus Peru today. And we've got 6 shots on goal for Brazil, and we've got 4 shots on goal, or 4 shots for Peru, and so on and so forth. Passing completion. So it looks like here, Brazil seems to be dominating this game in terms of possession and successful passes and things like that. They also have more fouls and that sort of thing. There's this one area here called the live ticker. And this is what blew my mind. I was watching the women's national game today. The women's national team for the USA was playing versus Netherlands today. It's an incredible game. Lots and lots of excitement involved there. And I love these women. I have been following them for some time. I've taken a deep dive into their backgrounds, checked out what they like. I've watched their summary videos of each of their characters and their backstories and things like that. And to take that out on the game, on the field with you when you're watching the actual game, is just, it gives you a whole nother level of watching the game. But here we have this FotMob app. And as I was watching this game, you can see live exactly where the ball is at all times. So this ball you can see is being passed back and forth. You can see who's passing the ball, who's recovering the ball, where the ball is on the pitch. You can see as the ball now is moving down towards the Peru side, and that's back. So this is actually a live game that's going on here. So we're watching the ball as it moves, and it gives you a chance to see some of the shapes that the ball is making as it travels around the field. So this is what the team is doing with that ball. It's remarkable. I could sit here and watch this from a soccer coach's perspective for a very long time and have just a great time. If you scroll down, you've got the live game up top and the live ticker. If you scroll down through this, you can see play-by-play at each minute exactly what's been going on. And I found that the commentary that goes on here is pretty good. Usually in the beginning, there's some lead up. So here you've got hello and welcome to live coverage of the 2019 Copa America final as host Brazil takes on Peru at the Maracana in Rio de Janeiro, right? And you've got a little bit of commentary as it rolls up here. This is from the news team. And then you start this play-by-play every minute of what happens, who gets rotated in, who gets rotated out. It's just a great way to watch a game. And if you're a player or you're a coach, to be able to get a background on each of these players and set some benchmarks for yourself as to who is playing, how they're playing, and then to watch them as they move the ball around the field as a team, it's just remarkable. The only thing better would be to be sitting right on the field itself. And I think even if I was sitting on the field, I'd love to have this display up as I watch the ball and I could see who's passing to what, who's recovering, and who's intercepting, and all that kind of stuff. Just a great little tool. It's called FotMob. You can see it up here. And this is completely free. I'm not paying for this right now. I just logged into it. I'm looking at it on Chrome, and it's all working fine. You can sign in, and you can keep track of your favorite teams and things like that. There's also a mobile app that you can download on your phone, which is how I watched the game today. And you can carry that with you, and you can set it for alerts so you can get notified as to when your players are doing well or what they're doing and when somebody gets hurt. Like today, one of my favorite players, Kelly O'Hara, got hurt. She took a bad head injury and she was taken out of the game at halftime. And that showed up right on the live ticker as it was going on, and she didn't come back for the second half. But that's just one of those things that you can keep tabs on, and it's remarkable. So big 2 thumbs up for this particular app. It's called FotMob, and you can find out just about anything you want to know about the major soccer leagues all around the world, and track your favorite teams and track your favorite players and all that kind of stuff. Highly recommended. Check it out. FotMob at FotMob.com.